Solis, and I want to thank Intercontinental Sport TV and Gideon for this jersey I won as giveaway on their YouTube channel, and they delivered it. Just got it. Thank you very much. You guys should follow them on all the social media platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, and maybe you get a chance to win yours. Yeah.
Yes. Come on, let's go. Thank God it's Monday. Your show is here. We're talking about Monday Sports Review Show. Your main guys here, the Dawn of Sport Entertainment. It is what it is. Big Mountain. We are here back again with another video. I have in the house, as usual, Kunle Faiga all the way from Nigeria. Prof also from Nigeria. They're all standing in back, getting ready. There's a lot we're going to get into. Let me share it with you guys. Please, if you are watching this for the first time, anywhere you are, please subscribe to the channel. Let's do this all together. Let's build a community together. African brothers anywhere in the world. Let's do this. This is what we're going to discuss about the EPL results and other leagues. Our star player, I tell you, the main guys here. I'm talking about that beautiful guy, fantastic player over the weekend. And also, not forgetting the top topic for today. This is where we're going to discuss all about all African players everywhere in the world, doing it, making us proud. Yes. It's going to be fantastic. Kunle is ready. Kunle, what's going on? What's going on, bro? Kunle, what's going on? Talk to me.
Good evening, John. It's nice to be on another Monday Sports Review Show. Premier League football is back this week. Is back for the season, but I know sadly it didn't end well for certain people. But it's fine. It's fine. There was still action in other. What did I do? So,
what's going on?
Yeah, it was still a very eventful weekend, and we're all going to be wrapping everything that happened over the weekend, and we're also going to be revealing who our top 10 players, African players, were. Those who performed very well over the weekend. We're going to be doing that on the show as well. So can't wait to get down into it.
All right, let me bring in one of my brothers. I call him Professor Tuchel. He's a Chelsea fan. He won over the weekend. Prof, you're welcome to the show. Prof, talk to me. I think he's going to join us later on. I can't hear him right now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Prof, I can hear you now.
I can hear you. Well
What's
done.
up, bro?
Yeah, welcome, everybody. Good evening to the show. Um, Good evening everywhere you are in the world. It's been a fantastic weekend of football. It was good to have the
Yes.
Premier League back. On us. We missed it. How we have missed the Premier League for the past
I
3 months.
tell you.
It's good to have the league back. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this straight up. We want to talk about this. That's the results over the weekend. Kunle, I'm going to start with you. Arsenal won their match against Crystal Palace. What's your take about that match?
Well, well, it was expected that they were going to win, based on the recruitment that they've had over the summer. Even though Gabriel Jesus didn't register his name on the score sheet, but you had someone in Alexander Zinchenko providing an assist for the first goal scored early, and Arsenal were looking very, very sharp. And I'm of the view that if Arsenal can really stay fit this season,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really going to take many people by surprise, because we should kind of put in mind that one of the reasons why Arsenal really crumbled last season was because a good number of their key players were out injured. I am not talking about them selling Aubameyang, no, but I am talking about more of having players like Thomas Partey out with injury, having Tomiyasu also out with injury, and having also Kieran Tierney out with injury as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Arteta has addressed that this season by going for Alexander Zinchenko, who is a very fit player. So, and well, there's still Thomas Partey, but if Partey can stay fit this season,
Mm-hmm.
um, the same with Martin Odegaard, Emil Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, if these players can stay fit all season, I think Arsenal are really going to go. They might actually go beyond just finishing fourth.
Yeah.
So I think teams should look out for them.
Yes. And there's another result I want to talk about, which I want Prof to talk about, is the Fulham versus Liverpool. Was that game expected? That result, is that a good one for Liverpool?
No, for me, early in the season, it was a poor result for Liverpool. I think they could have. They didn't come to the game. They started. It was a lackluster performance from like in there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello,
Yeah, I
can
can
you
hear
hear me?
you. Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Oh, my connection is not the good. Yeah. So as I was saying, it was not a good for me. It was an average performance by Liverpool at the Craven Cottage
Yes.
Stadium. Fulham, their first match of the season. Coming from the Championship, they were always going to the crowd was always going to be behind them, and they came out with a strong performance. It was a fine header by Mitrovic. Alexander Arnold, which as we all know, cannot just doesn't know how to defend. He couldn't defend, and Mitrovic took the better, took the chances, took the chance that he had, and nodded the ball into the net. So for me, Liverpool came back into the game. There was a slight change when Milner
Yeah.
came in, and also the boy from Benfica, Darwin Nunez, when he came in, and he scored a beautiful flick goal too as well. So I think Liverpool Klopp will be looking at that game and think, oh, that is 2 points dropped there. Because when you look at last season and 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, Man City won the league with 1 point. They used 1 point to win the league over Liverpool, and these are the games that will count for it. So Klopp might look at that game and feel like, well, I think we just dropped 2 points there.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Yes, Kunle, what about the match? That's Manchester United dropping 3 points over the weekend. Considering the fact that we are all me and you, we are Manchester United fan. How was your weekend? The battery has been coming right, left, and center. What is the issue? what's your take on that result for Manchester United dropping 3 points when we all know that we need that 3 points, being the fact that we are home? But it's very pathetic. Kunle, what's your take on this? I think your network is a little bit breaking up or something. If you're not okay, I think is out. Prof.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what can you say about the result of Manchester United? I was thinking Kunle is going to take it up.
Yeah, like we analyzed yesterday in the Man City West Ham game. I think the Man United match was Man United players were very, very poor, especially in the first half. It was a poor performance. You would think
Very
these players need to impress the manager, the new manager
Yeah.
who has just come in. And for me, they had a pretty good preseason. Even trashing Liverpool by 4-0. You expect them to take that momentum into the Premier League, but they started very, very slow. Fred and
Very,
McTominay doesn't work. Fred does the hard work. They both do the hard work, but they don't understand the position. They don't understand the positional play. They don't know how to read the position properly. They don't track runners. Look at Fred. He was ahead and he ran and then didn't look back at Pascal Gross, who tapped in the ball that was parried from David De Gea by a shot from Solly March. So
Yeah.
for me it was a poor performance. Man United need to act fast in the transfer market if they are going to stand any chance of making it to the top six. They must
Yeah.
do something in the transfer market.
Yeah, we
I'm
already
hearing news
seen
of
yeah, there's so
Marco
much news
Arnautovic,
in town. Yeah. There's so
and
much
for
news
me,
around the town, around the corner. People, I can
top
say panic
Man
buy.
United's
Or what do you
transfer.
think?
Marco Arnautovic should not even go close to Man United. He shouldn't be a player. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Didon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah,
I can hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. I was saying Marco Arnautovic is not a player of Man United standards. So
Yeah.
for me, I think it was. I don't see that transfer really doing a lot for Man United. This is Man United we're talking about here, the biggest club in England. They should do better than wanting to sign Marco Arnautovic. So for me, they need a defensive midfield. That's where the problem is. There's problem defensively. There's problem in the back line. Luke Shaw didn't come to his best. I think it's time that the young boy Malasha should be given him maybe more chances, more time, more games to prove himself. Because Shaw didn't come to the game. He didn't come to the party yesterday
Yeah.
as well. So the Man United defense they need more players defensively, both in the midfield and in the defense, and also something to do in the attack as well. Because we all know Martial is an injury-prone player. He can play a couple of games and go on injury as well. So all the reliance for goals will be on Cristiano Ronaldo, who is how old is he now? So Man United needs to do they need to do better in the transfer market and back the manager properly. That's what I feel.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
kudos to Brighton, by the way. They have a great manager in Graham
Yeah.
Potter who did very well for them and they performed properly. It was a proper game
Yeah.
of football, passing game, stick the boys Salcido was everywhere on the pitch. And Man United, you look at how Man United can do with such a player in the middle of the park, in the middle of their park. So that was a great. It was a great game. It was a great football match by Brighton. The tactics for the manager was very spot on. He started with the 3-3-3-1 formation. Fantastic formation. Players understanding their roles, passing the ball with ease and with decisiveness. Danny Welbeck ran the Man United defense rugged
I
last
tell
last
you.
yesterday. He kept on
Yeah.
breaking away from the Harry Maguire shoulder, and that was how the first goal came in when he did and he squared the ball. So yeah. So for me, Man United just need to do better in the transfer market, and the manager has a lot to do on the pitch as well.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Looking at
Yeah,
another match, which Manchester City won convincingly at West Ham
yeah.
yesterday. I think it's. I was thinking it's going to be a game whereby it's going to be a total war. But
Yeah.
I think West Ham didn't come to the party at all. I mean, they have no clue
No, no,
of
no,
how to handle Manchester City. And I look at Manchester City, they never had a very great preseason like so much matches.
Yeah.
I mean, they play, but they came out as if they are hungry. I mean, they won the league again. They want to win the league again. What's your take about this
Yeah.
match?
Yeah, that is what Pep Guardiola does. You know, he keeps his players on their toes, no matter how much they have, no matter how much quality, no matter how much wins they have under their belts. He keeps them hungry. He keeps them fighting, always, going, always wanting to attack. So it was a good game. It was not the best of games, to start with, but
Yeah,
Man City stepped it up as usual. You should expect. They stepped up the pace with De Bruyne and Gundogan. The first goal, Gundogan slid in Haaland, and he took it past the goalkeeper. You can see the raw pace and power of Erling Haaland there.
yeah,
Taking him out of the game, taking the goalkeeper out of the game, and the keeper had no choice but to commit a foul. And so, and the second goal too was a typical Erling Haaland goal. It was a decisive pass by Kevin De Bruyne, and Haaland was able to do his business as usual. So it was a fantastic game. 2-0, man. You expect them to find a solution. We all talk about how Haaland fits in Man City's system. Just as we were saying that Haaland came up and scored 2 goals, so it just shows the quality of the player. And yeah. So it was West Ham on the other hand. They didn't really turn up. They were defensive almost throughout. They played with a low block. They just all they did was try to contain City, and that's the
yes,
respect to the smaller teams have for a team like Man City, because if you try to open the game up, they would destroy you. So it was a good game by Man City, a good win for them, especially when their counterpart Liverpool dropped 2 points. You expect that they would capitalize on that, and that was exactly what they did.
yeah. That was it. That's
And
what actually did.
it's worthy to also note that. Yeah, it's worthy to also note that the Man City tactics yesterday was a very strange one, because even though, albeit we know
Yeah.
how Pep Guardiola plays with
In fact, I wanted to even tell you about the
he played
tactics.
with Kyle Walker. Yes, he played with Kyle Walker and Cancelo.
Yeah,
As the central midfield. Both of them played as central midfielders. So he practically used the back two with Ake and Diaz, and Rodri just in front of them. Then Walker and Cancelo played in the midfield. Then Foden and Grealish stayed very high wide, while Gundogan and De Bruyne were very close to Haaland. So that was the formation they used, and and at the end of the day, it paid off, as they easily won the game.
that's a very good, very insightful information there about Man City winning over West Ham. Quickly for our viewers in MLS, that's United States, the Eastern Conference so far, after playing 24 games so far, Philadelphia in Eastern leading, New York City, followed by New York City for 42 points, and Montreal in 40 points. Likewise, on the top four in that league, we have New York Red Bulls. That's my team. With 37 points. So far, so good. It's looking good for Philadelphia for the sitting 45 points. And for the Western Conference, for our viewers, LAFC with 51 points after playing 23 games. Austin followed by 45 points. That's a big margin, stretch 6-point margin between, and they have one game at hand for LAFC. Moving to the third position, we have FC Dallas as well, still looking good, pretty good on with 36 points. Minnesota as well, followed by Minnesota having 35 points. So that's for MLS for our viewers in the United States so far. That's the league for in United States, bro. We have Eastern Conference and we have Eastern Conference. So it's a battle there in, so it's a little bit
in MLS.
MLS
Very
is
tight.
kind of, yeah. So Kunle, welcome back. We'll actually talk with. Can you unmute your?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Sorry.
Beautiful. I said I will have asked you what is happening to Manchester United. That was the question.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I feel what is happening to Manchester?
You're a sports writer, and I was
Yeah,
discussing with you that how are you going to give us a report of that shambolic display by Manchester United at home?
there is nothing shambolic about it.
Kunle, don't tell me there's. We go fight for line.
Yes, make we
don't
fight
tell me.
first. Make we fight. I am ready for all of you, because the problem with Manchester United fans is Manchester United fans are not ready. They don't want to hear the truth. You see, Manchester United fans want to be sweet, like they want their head to be rubbed. Like that's why I just used to look at them. Like I remember during preseason, because Liverpool were beating 4-0. Ten Hag, it's his era, followed by 4-1 against Melbourne Victory, the big Crystal Palace and all of that. And they were thinking, oh, Ten Hag's methods. I said, let the real season, let Premier League start. Then you know the true colors. Preseason is just basically getting to fitness. And okay, probably getting an idea of what the manager wants to do, what he wants to do now.
Yeah.
What people do not realize is this, and that's why I'm just looking at them. You see, from that very first game, when I saw that Fred McTominay played the bulk of preseason, I knew Fred McTominay were going to start the first game of the season, because that is what happens. You already have an idea of what the lineup is going to be. And I found out that, okay, Christian Eriksen, fine. But is there any other extra midfield that they were looking at? Frankie de Jong? But so far that there wasn't any like-for-like replacement for Fred McTominay. I knew that those two guys are going to start. And whether people like it or not, Fred McTominay are going to play the next game. They're going to play. You understand? So the thing is this.
It's so annoying.
Man, you were coming up against a Brighton team, and I think I have not stressed this enough. And I think even pundits were not stressing this enough. Brighton is a very, very good team. Brighton is a team that know how to play with the ball. They are a possession-based team. Graham Potter has drilled this side. People were saying, oh, because Cucurella and Yves Bissouma have left, that there was going to be a problem for the team, like they were going to be short. But you can see that even with their absence, they were still able to play. It's just the same thing with Manchester City. People were coming saying, oh, because Gabriel Jesus has gone, Zinchenko has gone, Sterling has gone, City will struggle. It didn't look like City struggled. Yeah, thank you. And that is the same thing with Potter. So you see this Brighton team, any big team that underrates Brighton will have problem. Be it Chelsea,
Prof,
Liverpool,
do you agree with that?
Be it Manchester
Prof.
City.
No. I think it's not a match to. I think it's not a match to big Brighton up. I think it's a match to talk about how bad Man United were. Man United were
no,
very
it's not.
poor.
No.
Yes,
That's where the problem is. No, Brighton is not different. Brighton is not different.
But it's not.
Brighton is not decent. Brighton is not decent because if you look at how this is a manager, that their manager, Graham Potter, was being linked with Manchester United at some point before they picked Ten Hag. This is a guy who is even being tipped to probably replace, what's his name? Gareth Southgate. At some point. Look at the way these guys play. And don't forget that this Brighton of a team have actually caused problems for the big teams. This was a Brighton that beat Tottenham Hotspur home and away last season. Even with Antonio Conte. They've dealt with Arsenal. They've beaten Manchester City. When Manchester City were down to 10 men, City could not even have any control, and as in Brighton overran them. So they are not a team to be, and I feel that's the problem. I think people are not giving them enough credit.
What I mean is, what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
No. People are giving them. What I'm trying to say here is there are ways of losing football matches. All right,
I
there are
know,
ways
yeah.
of going about losing.
Yeah.
The way Man United lost yesterday for me is unacceptable. You can lose a football game and give all your all, create chances,
Yeah.
but Man United did not create enough chances to win that football match. You understand? And I can tell you for free, Brighton is not going to finish ahead of Man United. No matter how we put
I know
Brighton
Brighton won't finish ahead of. I know Brighton won't finish ahead of Manchester United.
And this simply means that Man United have better players, better quality players than Brighton. No matter how we toss this point, Bruno Fernandes cannot. Bruno Fernandes, they can't. The whole Brighton team cannot afford to buy a player like Bruno Fernandes. You guys have
agreed.
World best Ronaldo.
But
you have
you
Sancho
forget.
for 5 million. You have Rashford.
Okay.
You know these players are underperforming. That is my point. Let me
put it this way. I will disagree with that.
Underperforming.
I will disagree with that. Should I tell you how I see a Brighton? A Brighton is like a team like when you talk about teams like, say, the Athletic Bilbaos or the Real Sociedad in Spain. And I'm sure you notice how once in a while these teams, when they come up against the likes of Barcelona especially, even when Barcelona is at their full strength, they have that tendency to want to cause trouble. They don't have to have fantastic players, but the thing is they are well coached and they are well drilled. So if you think because you
are
have
you telling me they are well coached than Man United?
Sorry, come again. Are they well coached than Manchester United? Yes.
Are they well coached?
Absolutely, they are. Yes, because yes,
do they have more quality? Do they have more quality in the squad than Man United?
They don't need to have more. They don't need to have more quality. They don't need to have more quality.
Good. So what does that say? What does that say?
Does West Ham have enough quality? West Ham did not have enough quality. But who is the quality? Mikel Antonio? Is Mikel Antonio?
No. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say here. No, Kule, what I'm trying to say here is, my point here is, you talked about Sociedad and the likes of, but we know that every team can lose an odd match, an odd game. That's given in any league, all right? But the problem here is this is a consistent shambolic performance by Man United. It didn't just start yesterday. So that's why we have to highlight it. This thing is a carryover. It's a carryover from last season. So that is why it needs to be highlighted, because we expected that there will be
there's not been any change. You rightly said, it's a carryover, which is why you shouldn't be surprised, because I have said it that I haven't seen it that this Manchester United team is ready. But this is a Brighton team, like we have said. They are very good with possession. Manchester United cannot hold the ball to save their lives.
I tell
you, they cannot hold the ball to save. Did you see how Danny Welbeck ran the defense? Did you see how Brighton controlled the midfield? That is because. So why should it now be disappointing? So why should it be
Fred and McTominay can't do the job?
They can't do the job well. Is there any other person?
That's what I'm saying. That the problem is with the team. It's with the management of that club, that football club. People have failed.
Then that is the point.
To get in good players.
Nothing should be. You don't understand what it is. Then it shouldn't be surprising to you, Prof. That
but we expect more from a team like Man United.
You would expect more. No, you would expect more. No, you would expect more when you see that everything is set. If, let us say, for instance, now Brighton played the same Manchester City that started yesterday now, and they were beaten. Or Brighton beat the Liverpool team that started against, you understand? Then that is where we can question. But clearly, there is still a lot. There is still a lot with Manchester United that is still not answered. All these things we're seeing in preseason, even Ten Hag himself knows. So the truth is, as it stands now, we're still going to probably be seeing much of what we did see last season.
Only somebody is sending a message to you. Kunle is sounding like a pain as a fan. I'm changed.
I'm not paying. No, I'm not paying. I already asked. No, I am already.
Kunle cannot say that he didn't have some sort of optimism after Man United trash.
Go ahead, bro.
Kunle, you spoke with so much enthusiasm. You were optimistic that there was a chance you guys are going to do better. You cannot say no. You cannot. What I'm saying is Kunle. What I'm saying is you cannot say that you still start this season with some of hope and optimism that fortune will change.
No,
and then I
I
feel
know.
like yes,
They don't
from the
knows.
outside
They
looking
don't
in,
knows.
a new manager. Wait now, a new
Yeah,
manager, a new signing at the back, a new
yeah.
signing in the midfield, and
Mm-hmm.
everything. The way people were playing your preseason games, I expected
Yeah.
better from Man United. But it's just a shame that you guys are still
Well,
you are still exactly where you are, and it shows that some of these players cannot move you forward. There's quality in the
the thing
team.
is,
The likes
that
of
is
Bruno can
why,
step up.
bro.
The likes of Ericsson can perform. The likes of Maguire can do better. Luke Shaw was poor. He can do better. I've seen Luke Shaw played better games than what he did yesterday.
That is
Sancho, I've seen better games from Sancho. So when do these players? At what point do these players rise up and say, "I have to play to my market value. I have to play to my quality, to my talent"? They are underperforming. Who is
I
going to get the
tell
best
you,
out of them? That's my beauty. Sancho.
who
That's
will
not
get
the
the best.
Sancho.
Who will get the best out of them? It is these players themselves. You see, I have always maintained that Manchester United's problem is not necessarily a coaching problem. As far as I'm concerned, I believe this club would have succeeded under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that is the truth. But they weren't just going to be keen to do what he wanted. Are you telling me that Ralph Ragnick, who came, this is a man who, the likes of Thomas Tuchel and many of the German managers, he laid the footprint. People now come and say it as though this man doesn't know what he wants. But I think it is very clear that many of the things he was saying are actually coming to the fore because we knew that the likes of Solskjaer was not going to say the truth. You understand? He was going to try to sugarcoat things. But Ralph Ragnick did not sugarcoat things. He said things as they were, but people were coming, they were bashing him and all. And it's just a pity that now with Ten Hag, it seems like that same pattern. And nobody can tell me that Ten Hag isn't someone that doesn't know what he's doing. But you need to understand that Manchester United is a club. It's not just about on the pitch. You need to understand that there are certain things that go on off the pitch that is not being reported. Where we're talking about things up there in the management, the board, who have the overwhelming control in the club. Who's going to control them? Is it the manager? The manager cannot influence, the manager cannot influence what the board. If the board says Scott McTominay must play, who are you to say you want to, play and all of that? So my own is that no one should be surprised. I am not surprised. I already said preseason was not a true test because we didn't play teams that were going to show the real test. We were still coming up to speed and all, but the Premier League is going to determine if things are really right and all, and we're going to see it. So
all right,
let's see.
Kunle,
Brentford is next. Let's see.
All right,
Yes,
Kunle, there's this result I want Prof to quickly talk about, maybe in a few minutes. It's about Tottenham winning with 4-1 over Southampton. Prof, are you saying this coach is coming with a statement? I'm talking about Conte.
Absolutely done. Absolutely done. I mean, look, every pundit said this. Every pundit has saw that Antonio Conte was going to do exactly what we're seeing him do. Start the season very well on a high, 4 goals. It's a long time you see Tottenham sports team scoring 4, and the 2 best players, Harry Kane and Son, did not get a goal. That now shows what? It shows that the whole team have, there was an own goal, another goal from Sessegnon. There was one from Kulusevski, and I don't know if Emerson Royal scored or sorry, Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer scored the 3rd one. So it was Eric Dyer with the flick on. So 4-1, and look, no Kane, no Son in the party, and they still scored 4 goals. This just shows now that the whole team is full of confidence. It shows that Antonio Conte has drilled them. There's more confidence. There's more belief in this manager, and there's more belief in the fact that look, before this season, no Spurs team will be no pundit would have put a lot of the Tottenham team in the top 4 the way they did this season. Like, look at Jimmy Carragher. Everybody's saying, look, Spurs will finish in the top 4. There's a guarantee. There's a general consensus that there's a general consensus that Tottenham Spurs will finish in the top 4. When these players look at this, they will come with so much confidence. They have belief in themselves, and they're going and they're doing it on the pitch. Antonio Conte started the game with the same 11 that got the Spurs team into the top 4 last season. He kept the new signings on the bench, which as a good manager, a good manager should do. You have to ease in your new signings easily. You don't just throw them into the fold like that. Because you then send the wrong message to players that you already had that they're not good enough. But this way, what Antonio Conte did, he brought in Perisic from the bench, brought in Bissouma and Co from the bench, and it was an outstanding performance from Spurs. Next week it's Spurs versus Chelsea. So it's going to be a very big game.
It's going to be, yeah. We'll be here. We'll be here doing our watch along on for that match. No doubt about it for our viewers. Please, if you are watching this, please smash a like on the video. Please share. Tell your friends. This is Intercontinental Sports TV. I'm moving straight to the next topic. I want us to talk about the star player for this week before we move into our top 10 African players for this week. Please stay tuned. And the star player for this week, no doubt about it, this guy, Prof. What do you want to talk about this guy? The star player of the week.
Erling Haaland, exactly. It's just exactly what we expected of him. He's doing the right. He's doing it. He's taking the Premier League by, I can almost say, by storm. I mean, when he was taking off after his 2 goals, I could read through him. I don't think he wanted to leave because he had.
Yeah, he doesn't want. You can see that. Yeah, you can saw it. Yes. I want to score a trick. This man, you know.
Yes, he had it on his face that he wanted to get, and just so that already. But he made the headlines already, in this morning's newspapers. Just as expected, in Haaland, full of power, strength, and hunger. And then he practically, turned it on at the right time. When the West Ham players started to have belief that they could attack Man City, and Haaland, you look for that little space. All Haaland needs is a pocket of space, and he exploited it, and trusted the players behind him in De Bruyne and Gundogan. These are world-class players. They know how to smell. They know how to smell a chance, and just put in the sled, slid him through. And that's Erling Haaland is at his best: raw talent, raw pace, and power. Powering through the West Ham defense. And nobody could meet him, nobody could stop him. So it was a fantastic game by him. No doubt, he's the star player of the week. But I want to give a shout out to Fabian Schär of Newcastle, who for me scored the goal of the week. He scored the Thunderbolt against Nottingham Forest. Yeah.
Kunle, I'm not sure you watched that goal. It's a beautiful goal.
Fabian Schär's goal. I didn't. I haven't seen it, but
my God, massive.
I didn't see it. I haven't really seen much of that, but yeah. No wonder.
I also love this goal.
I know he got.
Yeah, I watched this goal too from what Prowse too. That pass.
Oh no, what Prowse? Yeah, no, what Prowse.
Did you watch that goal?
Yeah.
Have you seen the goal by Ward Prowse too?
No, I haven't. I didn't see the goal. I didn't see the Ward Prowse's goal yet. I haven't seen it yet, but I think I heard it was a lovely goal. I mean, Ward Prowse has a knack for scoring good goals. If it's not a wonder free kick, it's probably coiling in from 30, 40 yards away. So he has a knack for scoring great goals. James Ward-Prowse.
Well, once again, I want us to. We are moving to the next one. Onto the next one is our top 10 African players. No doubt about it. It's going to be massive at this moment. All right, Kunle.
Yes, boss.
The top 10. This is where all our viewers wants to see at the moment. I tell you. The African players for this week. Number 10, let's start it this way. Number 10 for this week goes to this man. I love this guy, no doubt about it. That's number 10 for this week. Wilfred Atol of Cameroon. He scored a goal in the New England Revolutions. That's 3-0 MLS win over Orlando City. Ole, what do you think about this?
Yeah, this one is a very good one because this goal was Captain's first ever goal for New England Revolution. He joined the club last year, and the New England Revolution had a very, very good season. They won the Supporter Shield, which is the cup for the regular season, but they couldn't do it all well they couldn't do well in the playoffs like that. They were beaten by New York City FC. But it's not been the same story for them this season. it's been a bit of a struggle, but they are still in playoff contention. And this win against Orlando City is a statement result. And well, it's a good one for captain. I mean, it's your first goal in the United States. This is a player who has had a little bit of history. He played for Real Betis in the past. He was also a Barcelona player, though more for the academy. So it's a good one for him. It's always nice when you get to score your first goal for your club, and though it's coming in only his second season, it's quite a good one for him. So
all right, Kunle, this
nice
one goes to you as well as our number 9 for this week. His name is Henry Onyekuru of Nigeria. He scored a goal in Monaco 2-1 league win over Strasbourg. What's your take on this fantastic guy called Henry Onyekuru?
Sorry, he didn't. It wasn't. It's not Monaco. Sorry, it is Adana Demispor. Sorry.
Oh, for real?
Yes, that's a bit of a mistake. Sorry, that's a bit of an oversight. Adana Demispor. Yes, that's a Turkish. That is a Turkish club, and over the weekend, they did win 3-2. That was what happened. 1-3-2. Okay. Yes, they beat a Turkish club called Giresunspor. Yes, they did. Now, this is going to be about the 4th time that Onyekuru is playing in Turkish Super League. He has had 3 previous loan spells at Galatasaray. So this is going to be the 4th time. Yes, this is going to be the 4th time that he's going to be playing in Turkey. He's on loan from Olympiacos. And I would say that Onyekuru seems to have a bit of, let me say he's a bit at home in Turkey because, you know, in the Super League, he has scored 21 goals and provided 11 assists in 56 appearances. Yes, that says a lot. He was really a very good player for Galatasaray, you know. Shame that despite all of that, he wasn't really called to the Super Eagles as much. But I think Turkey is his home. So, you know, rather than all these loan spells, I hope maybe he probably get a permanent move at the end of the season. Yeah, because at least, you know, he was signed to Everton permanently. Then he moved to Monaco. But he really didn't nail his place in those teams. Now, Olympiacos, he wasn't really starting much for them. He was always coming off the bench. But in Turkey, he's a regular starter. And for him to get running for Adana Demispor, I think it goes to show that he's going to be another key player for the club. So if I were the club, I think I would, you know, sign him permanently come the end of the season.
All right, our number 8, Kunle is still with this guy. It's called Crepin Diatta of Senegal.
Yes.
It's got a goal in Monaco 2-1 win over Strasbourg. Am I right?
No. He did.
Oh.
That is also a bit of a...
That's a mix-up there. Okay. But his name is called Crepin Diatta.
Yes, he didn't. Yeah, Crepin Diatta. What he did was he scored in... Okay, yes, he did. Yes, you're right. He scored in Monaco's... Yes, you're absolutely right, sir. Yes, he scored in Monaco's 2-1 Ligue 1 win over Strasbourg. That was their first game.
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And this guy is actually very good. I mean, he's someone who he's a regular in the Senegal national team. Though he's someone, he does get some starts. He comes off the bench sometimes, but he's a regular. He gets calls up. He was part of the Senegal team that won the Africa Cup of Nations and also ensured Senegal qualified for the World Cup at the expense of Egypt. You know, he's been a player. He was with Club Brugge last season, and he did seem to have a very, very good time with them there in the Belgian league. Now he's moved to Monaco, and I think he's going to use this to, you know, try to establish himself, you know, and it's a good one, starting the first game of the season, getting a first goal. So definitely, maybe we can expect more from him as the season goes. All
right. The next number 7 for this week, ladies and gentlemen, goes to this guy, Rami Biani.
Biani, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
of
he is
Algeria.
an Algeria. Yes, he is the fullback of Algeria. He's a very, very key player for the Algerian national team, and he has been with Borussia Mönchengladbach since 2019. And likewise, he's a very key player for the team as well. I mean, he starts almost every game.
Almost every game.
He's been there. I mean, yeah. Looking by the stats, he's played 85 games for the club. He has scored 20 goals now, has 7 assists.
Wow.
He's a very, very good guy. Very good. Yeah, he's very attacking. He's the kind of person that when Borussia Mönchengladbach plays, you can either be sure that you will probably see a goal or probably an assist from him. He's that very good of a player, and I think he's their set piece taker. He's also their penalty taker. He's very good with penalties. So Mönchengladbach, for me, they've been to the Champions League in recent seasons. So for this season, I'm sure they will be looking towards a top 4, and they will be relying on Biani to do it again for them. To take them that far. Yeah.
All right. Number 6 goes to this guy, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, his name is Hakimi Acharfa of Morocco. He scored a goal in PSG 5-0 win over Clermont Foot. What do you think about this, Kunle? Hakimi?
Hakimi. Well,
I love this guy. I tell you, I love. This
guy.
He's
a very fantastic,
tenacious.
Fantastic guy.
I mean,
absolutely.
So
I mean, he got to PSG last season, and instantly he blended in.
Straight up.
Instantly, he played 32 games. During the Ligue 1 season, 41 overall, and he had a hand in 10 goals. I mean, this is a guy who he will give it to you. I mean, he has already brought stability into that PSG sign. It was a fantastic signing from Inter Milan, and now he has started off the season where he left off by, scoring a goal. So I believe he's going to get better this season. He's going to put in more goals. He's going to put in more assists, on and on like that. So it's a very, very good one for one of arguably Morocco's number 1 player, because I think the guy has really grown in stature, and I expect more from him as the season progresses.
All right. Now, Prof, this one goes to you. Mane is our number 5 for today. What do you want to say about it, Prof? This is Mane for you, Prof.
Sadio Mane.
Yes.
Sadio Mane.
Pepe.
I mean, we all. It wasn't a surprise, even though we didn't see the game live, but it wasn't a surprise to see Sadio Mane score for this Bayern side who destroyed Eintracht Frankfurt by 6. So when a team like Bayern scores 6 and Sadio Mane is up front, you expect him to have to get a goal, to be part of the goals, and it was in the mix of everything. He played up front with Gnabry. So
Gnabry.
People say, can he play the center forward can he replace Lewandowski? Well, he's already doing that, and I think what you see with such a team is they are more fluid. Mane can play across the front. Gnabry can play across the front. They have Sané and co. So it was a good win. It was a good goal by Sadio Mane, and a good performance on his first match of the season.
All right, don't go yet, Prof.
More goals.
Don't go yet, Prof. This one is coming to you straight up, number 4 for this week. I tell you, this is the time to celebrate our own African players everywhere in the world, doing it, kicking it, making us proud all over. And this guy, number 4 for this week, Prof, what do you want to say about this guy? Mohamed Salah of Egypt.
Mohamed Salah, it's a phenomenal, fantastic player. We all know.
We all know.
I think he equaled the joint record of scoring in every match he has started. Every beginning, every first match of each season. I think 6 seasons in a row. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, about 6 seasons in a row now. Mo Salah has scored in every first match of the season, and even though he underperformed, even though he underperformed in the first half of the match, because Anthony Robertson, the Fulham left back, had him in his pocket. But he came alive in the second half, and and then you know what Mo Salah does when he comes alive in the box. It was an assist from from Darwin Nunez, and Salah just passed the ball into an empty net. So it was a good goal for Salah. The season is up and running. At the end of the season, you expect him to be among the highest goal scorers, because that's what Salah does.
Yeah. Yes. Going to you now, Kunle, our own brother, number 3 for this week. This guy from Ghana, my brother from another mother, Ghana, Joseph Pansel.
Yeah, Joseph Pansel. Yes, he's a winger that plays for Genk in the Belgian First Division, and he got a brace over the weekend against Eupen. This is a guy who Genk didn't really have a good season last time around. They finished 8th. You would normally expect that they would be up there trying to challenge the likes of Standard Liège and Anderlecht, but they didn't really do that, and they finished 8th during the regular season. But by Pansel standards, he kind of had a good season. He played 36 times in all competitions, and he had 22 in the Belgian Pro League, and he had 7 goals and 5 assists. And now this season, he has already kind of started with a bang. He's already scored a brace this season. He's already scored twice. He's already scored twice this weekend. So that's 2 goals in 3 matches, because this was the 3rd match of the Belgian league so far this season. So it's a good one. But if you look at it, this is a guy who hasn't really played for Ghana that much. He doesn't have up to 10 caps for Ghana like that. And you kind of wonder that why isn't Ghana utilizing a player of him, because he seems to be a decent player. But probably if he keeps up that momentum, with his performances, perhaps he would, get a call up.
Somebody's asking a question. It says, is Joseph related to former Black Stars and Fulham right back, John Pansel?
No, they are not. No, they are not. Yeah. They just share identical names, but they are not. They just share identical. I think Pansel is a common name in Ghana, but they are not related.
Right, let's do this again one more time. It's gonna be number 2 for this week. We are getting there rightly. Number 2 for this week. Kunle, over to you.
Yes.
What do you want to say about this guy?
Yes, Selim Amala. Yeah, another person from the Belgian league. The Belgian league is actually filled with many African players who are really doing very well, but they hardly get talked about. And this is another guy, Selim Amala. He has been with Club Brugge. Yeah. Yes, he's been on the books of with Standard Liège since 2019. A very good player at that. He's also gotten quite a number of caps for Morocco. He has about close to like 20 caps, and he's done very well. He's been a regular player also for Standard Liège. Since 2019, he has played 91 times, and he has scored 30 goals.
30 goals.
Yes, and 10 assists. And this is someone who is he's not a forward. He's not a center forward. And that is something that is surprising, but he's come, and he already has 3 goals in 3 appearances for Club Brugge. He played against Cercle Brugge on over the weekend. Cercle Brugge is like Club Brugge's town rival, and it was a 2-0 win, and that's a very, very big statement for them, because I'm sure Club Brugge will be looking to go one better than last season. Try to win the league, get into the Champions League and all of that. So this is a very good statement for him. Very early in the season, you get it running so that you get noticed by your national team. So it's a good one for him, and hopefully it also continues. He makes that statement.
All right. Kunle, we are going to the next stage right now. I tell you, it's going to be, it's really, really a fantastic guy. The number 1, I'm saying, for this week. Let's go for it. People, please smash the likes on the video. If you're enjoying this show, I'm talking about the top 10 African players, no doubt about it. This is a time we have to celebrate our own. I'm talking about the yes, Kunle, that's the winner for this week. William Agada of Nigeria winning its first top 10 African player this week for this season. No doubt about it. His name is William Agada. How are you feeling, brother, about this? There's a comment coming in from Paul Bassa saying he has a brother called Seth. Oh, that's maybe the question about the question. Yeah. So I think
yes,
so.
That's he does have a brother. Yes, but he's not related to John Pansil. John Pansil is a retired. Yes, they are not related. They just happen to have the same name, but they are not related. But yes, Joseph has a brother named Seth, who is also a footballer. Yes.
All right, number one for this week, William Agada. Yes. Over to you, Kunle. Talk to me.
Yes, William Agada.
Agada.
Yes,
Pepe.
Yeah. Yes, he is a Nigerian. Yes, he is a Nigerian center forward. It was a new signing for Sporting Kansas City this year. He signed this year, and he has kind of done, but he's played a few games, but the last few games he has been playing for them, and apparently these are his first set of goals ever for Sporting Kansas City. So that is something huge. He had a previous stint playing in Israel, yes, where he played for clubs like Hapoel Haifa and Hapoel Jerusalem. But moving from Israel to the United States is obviously a big step for him. But the issue here is that Sporting Kansas City have not really been performing very well this season. I saw you were sharing the MLS table, and I think, as you can see, they were sitting bottom in the Western Conference. I am right, yes, they sit last in the Western Conference. With 23 points, that's 10 points away from the playoff places. So if they want to have any hopes, they need to start winning. Their form hasn't really been good, but I mean, with Agada getting this brace, that is like a needed win for them.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, maybe this will be the time where he comes good and he starts to deliver the goods for them. So it's a big statement for them, because looking at it, this is their first win in 3 games. So it's a good one. And they are beating LA Galaxy. Galaxy, who happen to be the most successful team in MLS history. So that is a huge win for them. And for us to have a Nigerian, from our own country doing that, that's a huge statement. And who knows, maybe if he keeps it up, he might get a big move elsewhere. And who knows, maybe a move to the Super Eagles in the future. And let's not forget, he's very young, just 22 years old. So the future is very bright for him. Yeah. The future is very bright.
All right, Kunle, thank you so much. We come to the end of the show, but I want to share to our viewers anytime soon. We are coming soon for this sports betting show with me and Kunle going in for this. It's going to be, tell the viewers what they should be expecting on this one, Kunle.
Yeah, well, what we should be expecting here, you're going to be expecting the best of betting tips, because we know people always like to put their money where their mouth is. It's not just about watching the game. You want to be rewarded for watching the game. So trust me, there are going to be very, very rich tips coming here that can make you winners, even probably millionaires as well. So stick around and
It's going to be massive.
From this show. Yeah.
All right, Kunle, thank you so much. One love, bro. Anytime, any day. It's been fantastic mood, fantastic moment. So, Kunle, on this note, I'll be signing you out. See you next week when we're going to come up with this exclusive timing. I'm talking about this African top 10 players for the week. On this note, or let me say at this junction, I'm not talking about bus stop right now. I'm talking about this junction. We want to celebrate all our African players. I'm even telling the viewers, this is the time, this is the channel. You can't find it anywhere. You can't find it such a program or a show talking about an African players anywhere in the world, both local or outside. I'm talking about abroad. So it's the time. This is the moment. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's grow a community together. It's that time. So, Kunle, on this note, I want to sign you out. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a fantastic one. All right. See you. All right, guys. As I've said, we're coming up with a lot of things on this one. We're going to do so many things together. So, as well, I want to thank everybody for coming into this show. So, we're coming to the end of the show. But first, before I sign out, I still want to share this. We are still rocking on this, our ISTV Fantasy Premier League. This is your time to win. Please join us. And if you stand a chance to win, you must also follow us on all our social media handles. Please do it quickly. Do it quickly so you can win some prizes. As I've said, thank you so much. Thank you, Prof, as well. So I'm going to sign out on this one. Thank you so much, everybody. See you same time next week.